Choose your fighter.
Lightning inspired. Fight.
And we are live here on Shaggy TV for Thursday night Buckeye Brawlers here in Sarver, PA at Lernerville Speedway. And we got two races on the cards for you here tonight. We got the pro late models here right now, and after that we'll take a real quick break. The guys will pack these up in the trailers and they'll get out the street stocks and have a little fun here tonight. Is, you know, you may see some guys get pushed over the edge here at Lernerville. Is easy to do, no outside retaining wall to save the guys here. Is right now we were watching the 39 of David Reap, and we watch him go through turn 4 there. Look at him swing into turns 1 and 2. You know, we might just sit here and appreciate the view a little bit. Just look at how fast these guys roll into turns 1 and 2. Got about 5 minutes left here of practice, and you know, just a reminder, if you like to watch, you follow the league here. Next week I am busy, so I won't be doing the show next week if they decide to have one. I am busy with a charity event on Tuesday night. You follow the Dirty Dozen series that a lot of these guys run in. I'll be at a Foo Fighters concert in Hershey, Pennsylvania, so I won't be around much this week, but hope to bring you back the action in 2 weeks. And just as a reminder, 2 weeks we'll be back in Pennsylvania at one of my favorite tracks, Lincoln Speedway, so I'll be happy to bring that action to you. Is, you know, I like to keep that up. I talk about it, but it's really tough to follow times for you. Well, I guess, you know, for you guys, I guess. Not too bad right now with only that amount of drivers, but we're going to show you what their actual lap times are. Michael Lonis right now, quick man, 14:34. Kyle Dersham, he is P2 with a 14:67, and right as I say that, this man, Dustin Reagan, he plays a game of leapfrog. He jumps up to P2 in the 33. Dustin Reagan is a guy who we've seen, you know, have speed early, but late in races has just had tire fall off, and he's really hoping tonight he can change the script here and finish up towards the top of the podium. Here's Kyle Dersham, man from Anna, Ohio here. We asked him once, not too sure why it says Mr. there behind it. He couldn't really figure it out either. Is Kyle Dersham, he jumps back up to P2. He passes Dustin Reagan. So the more laps these guys turn, the more speed they're starting to find here. Somebody coming out to join us here. I think that's the 185 of DJ Miller you see creeping down pit road, or out of pit road. There's Kyle Dersham in the 93. The Grim Reaper. That is DJ Miller pulling on out here. As David almost goes over there. And then gets real close to that inside wall, really testing out what he can do in that 185 here tonight. Michael Lonis trying to perfect the pass here at Lernerville in practice, but man, it is not going to be hard to do if you dedicate yourself to the bottom like that and you let the guy roll the top. Let's see how this battle goes here. Oh, almost able to complete it. Gonna have to throw it in deep here, and he is gonna park it. Does the 185 cross him over? DJ Miller with a slide job of his own, back and forth. Here's these guys having a little fun here in practice at Lernerville. Jaden Lapp here in the 25. He's up to P3 on the charts here. Reaper giving us a good view of that 39. And look at DJ Miller ripping the lip there through 3 and 4. Let's sit here one more lap around here. Let's see if anybody gives us. Oh! Jaden Lapp made it exciting. He gets up close to the camera there. Somebody had just went off as well, I believe. Looking like we're gonna have 6 guys here so far for this one. You see, practice is coming to an end. Here we go. Gonna roll into qualifying here at Lernerville. Let's see who we get out on the track here first. Looks like Jaden Lapp pulled out fairly early. Him and David Reaper almost in a tie for pulling out. See, they're gonna rotate doubles here for at least this first opening lap, as they're the first 2 to complete it. Lapp may have kissed the wall there. He may lose this lap time. He was purple in Sector 1 there for a little bit. Take a look. Kyle Dersham. Right now, purple Sector 1. Let's see what Dersham does. Dersham does jump to the top of the charts there with a 14:53. Keep our eye on this man here. Where does Michael Lonis go? He comes around for lap number 1. Michael Lonis, he's going to like that top of the charts. Going to jump over Jaden Lapp. He's P1 right now in the 5. Well, that was scary. My second monitor blacked out for a little bit. That's why you heard me get quiet. I was wondering how I was going to get that thing on, and I would be able to give you guys times. That would have been quite a long night here, but Michael Lonis, he's already on the pole. He's going to see if he can beat it. He's not going to. You see a little slower there, yellow, but... No, actually, it was consistent enough that he does gain 0.003 of a second. He gets a little faster. It wasn't his best sector either time, but just showed he was more consistent throughout the lap and does spread the gap there a little bit to Kyle Dersham. Is the field has qualified, and you're watching the qualifying order roll by. Michael Lonis, P1, Kyle Dersham, P2, Jaden Lapp, P3, Dustin Reagan, 4th, DJ Miller, 5th, and last but not least, the Grim Reaper, David Reap. You get a great aerial view here in Lernerville, and you know, if you're out there watching, let us know who you're rooting for tonight, who you think's going to win. We'll bring up again here the upcoming schedule, and just so you can Take a look at all their sponsors who let this happen. iRacing Dirt Memes. You know, up there are a bunch of them here. It's a little harder for me to see on the screen, but looks like we're going to get rolling here into feature action. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the starting grid here and show you what the racing action is going to look like here on the pace laps. Inside of row number 1, we've got the 5 of Michael Lonis into his outside in the 93 Kyle Dersham. Inside of row number 2, we have the 25 of Jaden Lapp into his outside in the double 3 machine, the 33 of Dustin Reagan. Rounding out the field tonight in row number 3, we have the 185 of DJ Miller into his outside, the Grim Reaper, David Reaper. You know, these guys are used to really having to pace themselves, running long runs here, but this is just a quick sprint race for these guys. 35 laps, so no time to waste. You got to go out there and turn and burn right here from the start. But the green, oh no, we're going to go around one more lap here. I thought I saw the pace car pull off, but I'm going to go around one more time here. I got a little antsy. Right now, Michael Lonis in the 5. Your pole sitter has to be the favorite, but if Kyle Dersham can just set a good pace, not let that 5 of Michael Lonis really walk away from him, maybe he can strike here in the closing laps. But I don't think for the 93 you want to get too aggressive too early, but the green is high, and it's ready to fly here at Lernerville Speedway. They're ready to play in the clay. Michael Lonis is off, and we're racing. Ripping the lip already in 1 and 2 is the 25 of Jaden Lapp up the bottom there. Good start from him as he's already up to P2. Made quick work of the 93 of Kyle Dersham, who is struggling as he was tight in the middle of 3 and 4. He's going to fall back to 6th place. Fights back on the outside of David Reed for 5th, but meanwhile out front, Michael Lonis has been able to really walk away from 2nd place Jaden Lapp, but Jaden Lapp says, whoa, not so fast. I'm going to try a little different line here in 1 and 2. Try to make up a little bit of ground on the 5 of Michael Lonis. Lap times this time by, you know what, I won't hide them from you. I'll show you the top 3. Michael Lonis right now, fastest car on track, and that purple means it was the fastest lap of the race. Is Michael Lonis extremely fast out front. Take a look at the battle here. The bottom step of the podium is there. You could throw 3 guys under a blanket. DJ Miller was the meat in the sandwich coming off a 3, but good run for the 93 of Kyle Dersham as he's trying to work his way back up through the field, back up to 3rd place. Almost goes over the lip there in turns 3 and 4. Michael Lonis, he got pretty high up there. Jaden Lapp trying to run him down, but right now, Michael Lonis just so comfortable up there on the outside. Oh, contact, DJ Miller. DJ Miller gets into the 93 of Kyle Dersham after maybe Kyle Dersham tightened up a little bit on entry and over-rotated coming off. And possibility, oh, Dustin Reagan over the edge. No harm, no foul. He keeps rolling. DJ Miller going back to work on the bottom. But the Grim Reaper in that 39. He's looking fine up top. Carrying a lot of speed through 1 and 2. DJ Miller, good run through the bottom of 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, that 39 carries so much speed here. And right now the 39, you gotta think he's gonna try to pull away the 185 of DJ Miller. DJ Miller says not so fast. He goes down there and tries to cut the grass. Let's take a look here. Let's see if we can get a gap here from these guys. There goes Michael. There goes Jaden. Here comes Kyle. Huge gap back to P2. Jaden Lapp right now. Not having any luck catching this man his last time by. Actually, you know, pretty even last time by. I'll show you what I was looking at a couple laps before. Not really having the pace. I mean, 3 laps ago there you see Green, he was a little faster than Michael. Let's see what happens this time here. No, Michael gets him by a 10th and a half again. It's just not having any luck really running him down. See what's going back here. Kyle Dersham still running around P3. Not really feeling any heat from the 39, who not feeling any heat any longer from the 185 is David Reap has been able to pull away from DJ Miller. Dustin Reagan, he's running pretty decent times. He's a little faster than the guys in front of him, but he just needs a caution or he's going to go a lap down to this man because Michael Lonis is coming and he is coming fast. You see, here comes Dustin Reagan down the backstretch. There is Michael Lonis, Jaden Lapp, and then a full backstretch behind. You got the rest of the field coming here. Is the field very, very spread out here at Lernerville Speedway. Lonis here, he's just trying to keep this thing smooth. Doesn't necessarily need to catch Dustin, you know. He just needs to take it easy. Make sure he doesn't go over the edge here. He's pretty much got this one in the bag as long as everyone behaves themselves. Let's stay in this drone camera here as he looks to the outside of the 33, trying to put him a lap down. Dustin Reagan not fighting too hard down there on the bottom. Gonna give him all the space, and man, you see, still gets so close there to the lip. Michael Lonis with almost a 2-second lead, but he just doesn't know how to slow down, and that's the case for a lot of the best guys. Is, you know, it almost jeopardizes their racecraft when they try not to run the limit. You know, that can kind of hurt the guys who need to save tires, and we've seen Michael struggle with that in the 100 lappers, and you know, this is a type of setup that, I mean, it's going to be really hard to beat this 5 on a weekly basis. He's very consistent, and qualifies up towards the front everywhere we go, and going straight to the feature, that's half the battle. And Michael Lonis, the man up front, just hasn't made any mistakes tonight. He's so smooth. Starting to catch here, 5th place DJ Miller is. Let's take a look. You see Michael Lonis there. He's coming in the picture up top. Let's follow these guys down the backstretch. Here comes Michael Lonis. Looky who, you know. Slowly but surely been running down your leader. Now he's down to 8 laps here. I don't know if he has enough time to catch Michael. You see, 4 of the last 5 laps, Jaden has been the faster car on the track. Let's see this time. Jaden faster by a 10th again here, but he's got 1.5 seconds to make up, and at that pace he'd need 15 laps. There, he almost goes over the edge. Keep the lap times up for you guys. Yeah, only gets 0.02 of a second there. Not really able to make up a lot of time. Michael Lonis now having to deal with lap traffic. That is the 93 there of Kyle Dersham. Kyle Dersham actually 2 laps down right now. Something must have happened to him. I must have missed that. I do actually see a thing where it says Kyle Dersham crashed. We'll take a look at that here at the end of the race. But right now, 3 to go at Lernerville Speedway as Not one single caution has hit the racetrack yet tonight. Coming out of 3 and 4 here. Sticks are in the air, 2 to go. And right now, Kyle Dersham racing P2 here like it's for position. And, you know, if you're Jaden Lapp, you're probably not super happy about that. Maybe thinking about trying to force a caution here, but white flag out. Final time here around for your leader, Michael Lonis, as we're going to watch him come down the backstretch. Coming through 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. The 5 of Michael Lonis is going to take Lernerville tonight. P2, Jaden Lapp, and coming home, P3, rounding out the podium, is going to be David Reap, I believe, is here they come. We're seeing the battle. That was for third. David Reap's going to bring home that last podium spot, followed by DJ Miller, Dustin Reagan, and Kyle Dersham. Michael Lonis, there you go. You see him on the podium here at Lernerville Speedway, and man, he's had a rough season so far. He is going to be happy with another win, or not so rough in the Buckeye. I believe he won here week number 1, but he has had a rough go of it here in a couple other series that I do, and man, he is going to be very happy about this one. Is that 5 of Michael Lonis. Let's go ahead and give these guys a chance to catch their breath and move on up here to the waiting room. Is we do have the Grim Reaper, David Reap, here with us. David, man, you came down to literally the last lap as DJ was right behind you going through 3 and 4. Were you nervous there?
I started getting nervous because I looked down to see how many we had to go, and it was just like that, and he was right there on my bumper. I'm like, oh, man. But it was a good race.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, how it's not something that makes anyone less of a man here, especially if you run for a direct drive wheel. But how tiring is it? 35 laps, green flag.
Depending on what kind of wheel you got, that really comes into play. But it gets kind of worn out because I run about 100 laps on the track before we even start.
Well, one podium here to start the night. Do you think you have a chance to maybe do a little better here in the street stocks coming up?
The street stocks, I don't know. It's those are kind of weird to me right now.
Well,
I think I should be able to pull something off, though. We'll see.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, David. You're able to put the Grim Reaper on the podium. Hell of a job tonight here, man. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Shelly Smiths and Mansfield and Dice Race Design, as well as Motorworks Powder Coating, and you as well for broadcasting and interviewing.
Well, appreciate it, David. Congratulations, man. Looking forward to see how you do in the street stock, my man.
Thank you.
That's David Reap, your P3 finisher. Not seeing P2 in the Discord here, so we're going to go straight up to your winner here tonight, Michael Lonis in the 5 machine. Well, first things first, what a paint job, man. That thing looks pretty.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, tonight's the first night we unveiled it, and brought me some good luck bringing the solo cut back. So really excited to finally get one for you guys.
No kidding. I'm so ashamed, Michael, that I didn't say that. I knew I'd seen the color combination, and I couldn't put it together that it was that cup color. Man, it looks great. I love the nostalgia there. But like you said, man, brings you some luck. And, you've had some bad luck in some of the other races with cautions. How good does it feel to actually be able to get out front, set the pace, and just be able to go?
It was great. Like I said, I know we didn't have a whole lot of cars. We've got a lot of people out. We've got vacations, and
we got Patrick at Eldora. He's at the he's at the sprinkler races at Eldora.
He's at So real quick, I'd like to say this if I can. Uh, thoughts and prayers go out to Brock Moskey's grandfather. I think he's 101 years old, and they just moved him up to. I don't want to get too personal, but he's in not in the greatest shape right now. So if you guys could, thoughts and prayers go out to him, and that's where Brock was at tonight. Of course, spending time with his grandfather, and man, Brock's one of my best good friends, and um, I hate to see it. I lost my grandfather last year, and I hate to see it. And I know he's kind of tore up. They're a really tight knit family. So Brock's gone. David's on vacation. Patrick's on vacation. Eldora. There's plenty of people that are supposed to be. Justin Doherty's working tonight. So just a bunch of people. But yeah, man, it felt good. I was kind of glad that there was only 6 of us, and the 6 that were there. I seen Dersham come back on the track. I didn't see him exit, but I seen him. I'm like, please, for the love of God, do not stop, or just go to the pits. But I started lifting there a lot there towards the end, just because I wasn't going to chance going over the edge. I kept like a second and a half cushion between me and Jaden, and Jaden's dangerous here, man. He's fast. He can come on real quick, and obviously we ran at Lima. He was fast, and Jaden's a good driver, so I wanted to keep as much room between me and him, but also not drive like an idiot. So, like I said, I kind of started lifting there with about 10 or 12 to go, and I know he reeled me in a little bit. And then I think, like I said, Kyle Dersham came up on the track, so I'm like, all right, just smooth and steady. And then Dersham raced me a little, not hard, I didn't mean that, but he got up in there, so I'm thinking, well, just return the favor to Jaden, and it looks like he did a little bit. So, like I said, we got to go out, set the pace, and it's kind of nice just going out there and hauling ass for 35 laps compared to the mind games we've been having to play with these 100 lappers, setting for 20 minutes or 20 laps and then go like hell. So it's kind of nice, kind of my MO, just go like hell and hold on. So really glad to bring it home finally.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, it worked. Able to put that new 5 machine in victory lane here, man. Got a lot of sponsors on that thing. Who you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank Ghost Energy, John and Jeremy with them guys, Justin Chance with True Form, iRacing Dirt Memes, Brian Taft with BCR Sim Products. He was supposed to race tonight too. He's the street stock guru. Um, High Point Firearms, Joe Strassel, Blake Majulis, Evan C with Majulis C Speed Shop, Chris Ferguson, Black Skull Ranch, man. We finally got one for Dave. So like I said, Tuesday night he's been kind of my bad luck. Well, we threw the solo cup together, and this kind of the design I've always been famous for. I guess you could call it famous. Um, I've had a solo cup style car for 3 years now. So finally brought it back and redesigned it. Got some spec map in it and looks good. Can't thank the guys at High Roller and FML STC Racing enough. They're great group of guys. Turn 2 Photography, Zach Dickey. Top notch guy, one of my boys. Been racing with them for a long, long time. So shout out to them. Thanks to you. And like I said, I'm excited to get the rest of the year going here. It seems like we had the holiday and then the iRacing was down. So start stacking some good finishes, and we're racing for points in this deal. So consistency matters, and we've definitely had that. We just haven't had the wins. So hopefully good fortune keeps going.
Well, looking forward to seeing if you can carry that over into the street stock here, Michael. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you. Real quick, I got to give a shout out to my wife. Appreciate her. So,
Yeah, that's important.
yeah, we got to get that in there. So, appreciate her. And, yeah, we'll get going in the street stocks here and see if we can't look like a fool.
All right, man. Sounds good. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
That's going to be your P1 finisher here. Michael Lonis going to bring it home on the top step here at Lernerville Speedway. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us here on Shaggy TV. We're going to take a real quick break, and we will be right back with some street stock action. Don't miss it. Oh, is right when we come back live there. Kyle Dersham goes over the edge in 3 and 4 and able to keep it out of the wall. He's going to keep on turning some laps, but right now I just realized why is the top kicker not wanting to work? Let me make sure we're live. Should be here. Have to mess around with SDK here a little bit. I guess it acted up. Give me 1 second here, and that's why they're cool enough to have practice time for me to work all the kinks out here. So let's see here. SDK is not working. They have to hop on their Discord. See if anybody sees any problems. It's working for the controls. Oh, that would not be fun here. One more time here. Not wanting to behave here. I cannot get this to work. Try to force shut down SDK here. Yeah, this is not going to be that great here. I'm going to hope when they maybe advance a session here that it will come up for me. But I'm kind of in the dark right now of what to do. Is working fine last race, going to this new one. It's misbehaving. There we go. Oh, little magic. With 1:30 there to go is... Oh man, I was starting to panic a little bit, as you guys probably heard there, but man, boy am I excited now. Take a look here. Who's that? That's the Grim Reaper. No, it isn't. That's DJ Miller. That's the Grim Reaper. DJ Miller on the bottom here. I can't really tell what's on that car here. Get a zoomed in look. Watch, the paint doesn't line up. However, he loaded that in on Trading Paints. As you see, everything's a little funky. That's hilarious. There's 33 seconds left here in practice, and I just realized I never, when I reloaded it to try to get it to work again here, I never changed the name. You guys know we are not at Lima Land. That should be changing here any second. Just look at it. Poof. David Reap goes around. DJ Miller's still trying to turn some laps in, wearing the track a little bit. Here's checkered flags waving. We're going to get ready to go green. And, you know, once again, Michael Lonis brought it up, but thoughts and prayers go to Brock Mosky, and we all know we've all dealt with someone we love passing or being close to, and man, Brock, heart goes out to you, man. That is definitely not an easy thing to deal with, and hopefully we can be there for you in the upcoming weeks as you race and put a little smile on Brock's face. But we're back. We're going to roll into qualifying here. Right now we're watching the Grim Reaper, David Reap here, rip the lip in 3 and 4, and he's getting ready to take the green flag. David Reap will be the first time I believe we see pop up. Him and Kyle Dersham. Look over here. See, they're almost at identical spots on the track. Pretty unbelievable here. So David Reap right now, it's going to be P2 to this man, Kyle Dersham. And you just see the difference in lines. The Grim Reaper running up high. Let's see where Michael Lonis is running. Oh, he's running over the edge. That's where he's running. Kyle Dersham, can he improve on this lap? Yes, he can. Kyle Dersham going to move to the top of the charts in the 93 machine. Dustin Reagan in the 33. Let's see what he can do. Crosses the start finish line. Dustin Reagan is going to stay P5. Just fighting a loose race car, it looks like right now, is Dustin Reagan. Maybe overdriving it on entry. Michael Lonis here. You see purple. That gets me excited. Let's go look at what he does here. Purple, purple. You know what that means. Quick time for the 5. Michael Lonis. Pole by a 1/10.5 here is final time around for Dustin Reagan. This is your final qualifier. Can Dustin improve? No, 18:11 last time by, so Dustin Reagan's going to be bringing up the tail end of the field here tonight at Lernerville. We go back up to the blimp here. Give us a aerial view, and if you're watching, let us know who you think's going to win tonight. Here in the street stock division, Michael Lonis looking for the double. He was able to win the earlier event here in the pro late models. 35 laps green flag, and Michael Lonis led all 35 of them. And starting P1 here in the street stocks, he's going to try to do the same thing, but that 93 of Kyle Dersham, he made a mistake on the opening lap of our last feature event, and he knows that mistake may have cost him, a possible podium, and he needs to be smooth here these opening couple laps and make sure he doesn't lose sight of that 5. As here we go. Feature action time here in the street stocks at Lernerville, and little 5-car field here, but man, 5 good drivers. Who's gonna win this thing? You see Doherty, he thinks the 5 of Michael Lonis is gonna win tonight. And speaking of the 5 of Michael Lonis, he's gonna be starting on the pole here for the feature tonight, and his outside in the 93. We've got Kyle Dersham. Inside of row number 2, we've got the 39 of David Reap, and his outside, DJ Miller in the 185. Rounding out the field tonight in the 33 machine, we've got Dustin Reagan. The boys pull out. Fresh track, guys should be able to go wherever they think they can hook it up. Slick track shouldn't be an issue. Dustin Reagan, though, he's having some issues. Not sure what's going on with the 33 of Dustin Reagan. May have had to tow here. Let's go back and take a look here if we can see what happened. So when he drove over the edge there, not sure, it looks like the car broke. That was a little weird here. And well, Dustin Reagan, they may extend the caution for him, they may not, or I mean the start here, they may not, is I guess not really able to extend the start. No, as he's able to make it back out there at the tail end of the field. They won't need to as the 5 of Michael Lonis. The green is high. It's ready to fly here at Lernerville Speedway. Michael Lonis. Oh, DJ Miller tightens up. Doesn't get into anybody, but boy, that was a close call. And the 33 of Dustin Reagan, he's going to drive on by. Michael Lonis out front, already setting the pace here. As you see, they're battling back behind him. Kyle Dersham knows that he can't let that 5 get away, and he's trying to stay close, but right now the 5 is running that high line so perfectly, and the 33 gets loose coming off a 4, and Michael Lonis, he's just not even going to look back. He's almost up to a second lead already. Yeah, you are looking at it. 1.3 seconds. Michael Lonis is almost checking out on the field here. As man, he is trying to go 2 for 2, and he's making it look easy. Go back and look at this battle. The 33 of Dustin Reagan. He keeps trying to take peeks at DJ Miller, but not able to get a run off the bottom of the corner. As you know, momentum is such a big deal in these street stocks, and you pinch the car off and don't have it roll with good speed through the center of the corner. You can't keep that motor wound up, and you really pay for it on exit. As the 33 starting to lose touch with the 185. Reaper, though, he's trying to reel in P2 of Kyle Dersham. Slowly but surely, he's starting to catch up to that 93 machine. Is the 39. He's hungry for that middle step. He finished P3 earlier. He wants to move on up a step. Out front, still setting the pace. 17:45 last time by Kyle Dersham. The 17:53, and he goes over. Able to hang on. No, yes. Yeah, Kyle Dersham, he's going to lose a lot of spots. No caution here, and well, and you know, unless the 5 makes a mistake here, that's going to all but wrap up that win here for him. And David Reap not really feeling any pressure there in P2. Is, man, I must have a problem with one of my wires here. It keeps bouncing that one monitor off. Is Kyle Dersham able to get back up to P3, but man, DJ Miller, he is right there. One mistake in the 93, and he's going to lose that bottom step of the podium. 14 laps to go as they go by the starter stand here for the 5 of Michael Lonis. He has just made it look easy in both cars here tonight. Look at that gap the 5 has on the 39 of David Reap. Now he's running kind of that bottom slider line in 3 and 4. Reap floating a little higher. And then there in P3, Kyle Dersham, he is running the complete outside. Let's take a look. We'll go to David Reap and bring you up the lap times here just to see some guys running some different things. Now, Kyle Dersham actually the fastest car on track that last lap. Let's see what happens this time. Now Reap running in Michael Lonis, and Kyle Dersham even a little faster than him, so we could get a caution. Maybe these guys have something for your leader, but with so little time left, they're going to need a miracle here in Lernerville. 5 of Michael Alonis here. 10 to go this time by for the 5. Kyle Dersham in P3. Let's go on board with Kyle. Let's see if possibly see here how far away he's, basically a full straightaway away from the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper's basically a full straightaway away from Michael Alonis. Let's see. Alonis C-lap traffic there. You could kind of coming out of 4 now going into 1. That would be the 33 of Dustin Reagan. So Dustin Reagan doesn't look in jeopardy of going a lap down here. One little slide over here and he could become trouble for your leader, Michael Alonis. 7 to go, this time coming out of 4. DJ Miller has been able to run down Kyle Dersham. Maybe Dersham made a little mistake. It looks like possibly he did, as he was in the 18-second bracket last lap. Maybe flirted with the edge and allowed DJ to reel him back in here. But right now, this is really your only battle on the track here. You up to the press box here. Go look from far away as those guys running 2 completely different lines, but you just see the speed that Dersham in the 93 carries off the corner, whereas DJ really sends it in there but loses all that time coming off the corner. 4 to go this time by for your 5 of Michael Alonis. Just needs this thing to stay green. As he could make a little mistake here and probably even hold on to the lead with the lap times that he's put down. He's built up a huge lead here, almost 5.5 seconds, or about just down to 5 now, as maybe backed off, letting David run him down a little bit. 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps left here for the 5 of Michael Alonis. Let's take a look. No other real battles on the track here, as the white flag is in the air and Michael Alonis has one more time around here at Lernerville. Michael Alonis, he's shown speed all night in the late model. Now in the street stock, Michael Alonis is going to go back-to-back here at Lernerville Speedway. Coming home P2 is going to be David Reap in the 39. Kyle Dersham with a mistake on the last lap. DJ Miller is going to take home the final step of the podium. Dustin Reagan P4. And, well, Dersham, like I say here, looks like made a little mistake on the white flag lap, and well, that's what he thinks about tonight. Tough break for the 93s. Gonna lose it at the end, and man, you gotta feel for the 93. Let's give these guys a quick minute to catch their breath. We'll see if we can't get DJ up here in the broadcast booth. Well, we got everybody else. Don't see DJ yet. So we'll have to see here. Let's just, we'll skip DJ for now. And if we see DJ come on up, we'll find him. But David, man, back-to-back podiums, this time P2. Keep this pace up next week. We'll see you on the top step.
I'm working my way up there slowly but surely.
Well, man, what was the trick tonight? We saw guys, running the bottom, running the top. Where did you feel the most comfortable?
Uh, there's a lot to be had up top if you could hold that line. And I mean, there's times where we did have to drop down low because I was trying to catch up or make make up some ground. But most of the time, that the top was where it was at, even though it was slick.
Yeah, it seemed like you could gain a lot of speed there. I mean, with just how you could carry momentum through the middle of the corner. But talk to us about how hard it was to keep that thing straight on exit. Was it starting to get real slick up there?
Yeah, it's believe it or not, there's a lot more wheel work and this the dirt street stock than the late model, especially on a fixed setup. But I like fixed sets, so there's a lot of wheel work you have to put into it.
Yeah, well, Grim Reaper, man, 2 podiums tonight. Gotta feel good, David. Who you want to thank, my man?
I'd like to continue to thank Shelly Smiths, Race Designs, and Moto Works Powder Coating, and you as well.
Well, hell of a job, David, man. Like I say, you keep up this pattern here. We'll talk to you on the top step next week, man. What do you say?
Yes, sir. It sounds good.
That's going to be the Grim Reaper, David Reap, coming home P3. And, well, this man right here, he went 2 for 2 this evening. Back to back, your pro late model winner and your dirt street stock winner. Michael, gotta feel good, man.
Yeah, it does. I hate these damn cars though. They are the biggest damn sled. About the only good thing about them is when you get back in a late model, it feels like you're absolutely flying. But kind of helps slow your steering down a lot. But yeah, feels good to get another win. Soaked us up while Brian Taft's I think he's at the movies tonight. So so this probably be my one and done with the street stocks as far as winning goes, but I'll take it.
Well, yeah, you got to take it when you can get it, and you just look so smooth there up top. Did you ever feel uncomfortable at all? I mean, we saw you go to that kind of slider line in 3 and 4. Were you kind of doing it just to save some tire, or were you just experimenting a little bit?
I knew that the thing about this place is the fastest line lap time wise is on the bottom, but momentum if you're side by side, it's to the top. So obviously I didn't have a whole lot of people around me, so I just kind of kept rolling the bottom. And then 3 and 4 kind of got that slick ring around it. And these things are just a damn sled, so it's they barely turn without throwing the car in there. So my luck is I went in there and missed it, and leading the race by that much, and then there I go over the edge. So it's kind of just more like a precaution. And then, like I said, we were still putting down really fast lap times, and we were still building our lead against Kyle or whoever finished second there for a minute. I think it was Dersham for the longest time, and I think David got him. But yeah, just kind of precaution. But quite honestly, man, this is probably one of the 3 tracks that I've actually raced a street stock ever. So yeah, that's the only reason I look smooth. And then we got canceled last week with iRacing being down. I came down here and put probably 50, 60 laps down just in the tacky, just to get back into one. And I guess it showed off a little bit, but yeah, feels good. Like I said, I'm no count for these things, but I figured it'd be fun, kind of like a slower paced car. And when the track's right, these things get pretty damn racy. But I will give them that. But not tonight. It was kind of hammered down, so we might adjust the track states a little bit.
Well, Mike, man, pulled the double off. Congratulations. Who you want to thank tonight?
Just everybody in the last one. High Point, Black Skull, Ghost, OVDTR, BCR Sim Products, True Form, Turn 2, Dice Race Designs, iRacing Dirt Memes, and everybody that tunes in. I know a lot of these guys watch it through the week, and appreciate everybody. And thanks to my wife, I come down here and put a lot of laps in, like I said, past couple of weeks, and looking good this week. Hopefully we can continue. We got a couple good shows coming up again, and hopefully we can put something together.
Well, man, looking forward to it, and Michael, like you say, I'll be taking the week off next week, but I'll be reaching out to you, and man, look forward to doing a lot more of these with you guys. Congratulations here, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully we have. Hey, I tell you what. Would you mind? Give me 1 second. DJ Miller's trying to get into Discord, but I don't know how. Ah, damn.
Is
I think
he in?
he's not in.
I could go
He's
to
in the other one.
I could go to the
Yeah.
other one. Tell him to join up in the other one.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate it. Like I said, we gotta keep it. Hopefully, keep it rolling, and appreciate everybody coming out. And thanks to everybody who watches.
All right, sounds good, Michael.
See you, buddy.
That's going to be your feature winner. And, well, you heard him talking there a little bit. Discord can be quite the animal. And, well, DJ, he wasn't in this Discord, I don't believe. And if we get him to hop into the other one, I'm going to give him a minute or two here. And, while we're doing that, we'll bring up, we'll hammer down what we normally do at the end here. We'll bring it up. Next week, they'll be at Eldora, the Big E. I'm not going to be here, but the following week, it'll be Lincoln Speedway. And as we're going every other race, it seems like almost in Pennsylvania, going to knock out all the PA tracks here. And, it looks like he found his way up here. It looks like we've got DJ Miller in the booth. If it would let me hop over. DJ, Shaggy up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, I got a question. You may be able to tell all of us here. I guess I could actually go find it. What happened there? How did you get P3? What happened? How'd you make that pass?
The guy that I was following, I'm not even sure who it was. He went off the backstretch on the last lap.
Okay. There we go. Right. We just went on board with you, and I just found it. Yeah, it goes over the edge in 1 and 2, and man, DJ able to steal a podium. It's got to feel good.
I was trying every line I could to catch up to him. I just couldn't make no ground, and I don't know. I just started ringing that bottom down there and kind of caught up to him a little bit. Got close enough to be in a good position to capitalize, I guess, when he went off the back. So.
Yeah, we were watching you kind of close in on him there. Those last couple laps, the last 2 laps there, we stuck with the leader. That's why we didn't see what happened. But I could tell you were running him down. You were kind of throwing that slider line, and that's where our leader, Michael, was having so much success. Do you think, maybe putting the pressure on him is what forced him over the edge there?
No, I don't think so. There's not a whole lot of people out there worried about me, brother.
Well, they might have to change their attitudes if you keep racking up these podiums here.
Yeah, I think you just got up there a little bit too high. It's not hard to slip over the top there.
No, definitely not, DJ. But man, you're able to keep it smooth tonight. Didn't go over the edge at all, and bringing it home in P3. Who you want to thank?
Oh, I want to thank my my good friend Michael Lonis for hooking me up with all this stuff. Haven't been doing it long. He hooked me up with all the equipment I needed and did the wrap on my pro late and the mod and I'll become really good friends. So I just like racing with these guys, man. It's a lot of fun. And I just thank you guys for putting it all on and having a place to race. I raced in real life for about 31 years, so I'm happy just to have something to race.
Well, hell of a job, DJ, man, and I look forward to a lot more of these interviews with you, brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That's DJ Miller, your 3rd place finisher here tonight. And, well, with that, we're going to wrap it up here on Shaggy TV. We had a great night of racing here at Lernerville Speedway. Michael Lonis pulling off the double, getting it done here once again in the 5 machine as we bring him up just to give him a little bit of love here. This is him finding his way to victory lane, and Michael Lonis, nobody could touch that 5 tonight. Looking forward to coming back here in 2 weeks at Lincoln Speedway, and that's going to do it for us this evening. I'm Zach Chapman with Shaggy TV, and I'm going to be signing off. Have a good evening.